Hi, this is Philadelphia accident attorney Gary Heslin, and today I'm going to be talking about what I consider to be one of the greatest assaults on the rights of injured workers in Pennsylvania ever. This involves House Bill 1636, which is currently before the state legislature in Harrisburg. And basically it involves the workers' compensation insurance carriers controlling entirely the treatment that an injured worker gets after a work-related injury. Many years ago, when a worker was injured on the job, they had the right to contact their family doctor or a specialist of their family doctor's choosing and consult with them on several issues. One, the extent of their injury. Two, whether it was going to be safe for them to return to work. And three, the type of treatment they would need to cure their injury. Well, the insurance carriers in Pennsylvania weren't happy with that, and they began making inroads on that in order to save themselves some money. So initially, it became a situation where for the first 7 days, the injured worker was required to treat with a designated doctor provided by the employer, or really the workers' compensation insurance carrier. Well, the insurance carriers in Pennsylvania weren't happy with that, and they began making inroads on that in order to save themselves some money. So initially, it became a situation where for the first 7 days, the injured worker was required to treat with a designated doctor provided by the employer, or really the workers' compensation insurance carrier. And that workers' compensation insurance carrier doctor would tell the employee whether he was able to go back to work or whether in fact he was even injured. The insurance carriers weren't happy with that. And then they extended that out to 30 days. They weren't happy with that, and then they extended it out to 90 days, which is the current state of the law. So if a worker is injured, he can be required to treat with a doctor or panel of doctors that have been chosen by the workers' compensation insurance carrier for the first 90 days after his injury. And since these laws have come into effect, we've seen people being returned to work with broken limbs, concussions, herniated discs, and other conditions which, if they had gone to their own doctor or a specialist of the workers' compensation insurance carriers that do business in the state of Pennsylvania, aren't even happy with that 90-day window where they control an injured employee's treatment. Now they want it all. They want it all because it's going to save them money. Now what they have done now, with the help of their cronies in Harrisburg, is to propose a law where the workers' compensation insurance carriers can set up a panel of doctors, and through that panel of doctors, they can control an injured worker's treatment for the entire life of his injury. In other words, an injured worker is never going to be able to consult with his family doctor or a specialist of his family doctor's choosing to determine whether he can go back to work or what kind of treatment he's going to need to cure his condition. As I said, this is a potential law before the state legislature in Harrisburg now. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be written into law. It will be unless the people tell their state legislatures that they do not want this law. So I'm urging everyone to find out the name of and contact their state legislator, either by phone, by letter, or by email, and tell them that you do not want House Bill 1636 written into law. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call my office at 215-332-0300. Thank you.